All right, everyone, welcome to the Friday night, the first Friday night of the AED Invitational Week 1. We've got a great matchup here, lose lane win game AED, and I'm joined by the man himself, the big brain, the fastest mouth in the East or West or wherever he is. Soul, how are you doing tonight?
Good. How are you, Vega? I'm doing pretty good. Excited for this matchup. I unfortunately could not watch the game last night with lose lane win game, but I have seen AED in action, so I think this is definitely going to be a great game.
I agree. Lose lane win game last night. For those who didn't watch, they are probably the best losing team we've had so far. They had a scrappy game they held on to for almost 40 minutes, you know, back and forth. But that's kind of been Group A, right? Group A's been super smash mouth. Like, every team feels like they can take games off every other team. You know, of course, being a player in Group A.
Yeah, hearing that, it sounds like if they lost last...
we dropped the chip.
Got a technical difficulty.
A little bit of technical. We'll bounce back here. It's okay. And just so anybody knows, they did pro draft prior to this, so if you wonder why we're not talking about the matchups and bans and stuff like that, it's a little bit because they're going to fly through champ select, and once we get into the 3-minute, you know, spectator, we'll probably be paying a lot more attention to what the comps are, what the picks are, things like that. Thank you for the follow there. Lee the Sandwich. That's a great name. And we're back. In champ select again. If you think I'm not going to play this glorious graphic again, you're wrong.
Beautiful graphic, by the way. Great job.
Did the giant everything LCS logo in the middle of champ select. Anything to say? We're seeing the bans for the second time here. Is there anything that jumps out to you in these first 3 bans as surprising? You've obviously played, I think you and AED, your team and AED being Velocity, you play later tonight, but also, you know, have a lot of history between each other.
Yes, that too. Yeah, Set is a champion that I've seen a ton of these last few games this week. And so, and the rest of these, even Jarvan, definitely a great ban. I personally, as a jungleman, hate playing as and against Jarvan, so I'm glad to see that guy gone. But yeah, I kind of expected the Set ban. And I'm guessing the rest of those are all mains. I haven't looked at the OPGGs. I probably should, since we're playing AED next. So
yeah, might be a good idea. Yeah, one thing last night that you missed was Schnazzle was absolutely Chris Kyle American Sniper Morgana. There was a point where we were like, okay, we need to put a ticker on the stream for how many bindings have landed in a row.
Wow.
Yeah, so pretty insane. Since they are picking for position here since they did pro draft. What do you think about Kled jungle?
Is that actually what's coming through?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is Kled jungle.
That never seen it, never played it. My top lane plays a lot of Kled, so I know how Kled works, but I've never seen it jungle. So just like Dash, will it jungle?
Will it jungle? Pretty surprising here. Caitlyn getting all the way down to 4th pick. Or we don't know that it was 4th pick, but Caitlyn not being banned out in rotation. You know, she's actually, along with Ashe, the highest presence so far in our tournament, both being in 6 of the 8 games, either picked or banned.
Wow.
Pretty nutty to see Caitlyn get through. Kate Morg also very strong bot lane.
Honestly, for the viewers out there questioning what history Velocity and AED has, our bot laner is notoriously pretty impressive on most champions, and just at bot lane in general. And whenever we play AED, their bot lane manages to clap ours, and it's always a very good game. So I invite you guys to watch the that next game. Is it being streamed, Vega?
Yeah, I believe so. If I'm not mistaken, it's on Dove Deodorant stream.
Okay, awesome. But yeah,
Please let us know in the chat, Dove.
Okay, yeah, we'll send that in the Discord as well if you guys want to check that out. But looking at the Caitlyn Morgana picks right here, with my knowledge of their bot lane dominance, I'm into Senna Blitzcrank. I'm gonna put my money on the AED bot lane right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Blitzcrank, I'm not really sure was Blitzcrank picked into the Morgana, but normally Morgana's considered a little bit of a counter.
Right.
Of course, if you land all your hooks, Morgana's still got to have fast reaction to get that black shield out in time. Sometimes got to go for the LPO hook. Just W and run right up in their face.
Yep.
But I do like the team fighting from lose lane win game. You have Kennen, you have Kled, you have Galio. You have a lot of setup and a lot of areas you can deal damage from, right? They have a lot of things that are going to eat time and allow the Senna to get strong, right? Because you're not going to want to take a level 6 team fight against Galio Kennen. They're going to be insanely strong.
Yeah, definitely. And as it scales into the late game, I'm definitely putting my money on AED Saz with the Veigar, Caitlyn, and Sion picks.
Oh yes.
They're going to be, especially if Caitlyn Morgana has a lead in the beginning. I just don't see. Although Senna does scale, I don't see them coming back from that.
Right. And it's not Veigar scaling is one of the things. Right. Like Veigar scaling is absolutely insane. Looking at just champion picks here, also just matchups. You got to think the Olaf outpaces the Kennen, right? Or my bad. Olaf outpaces the Kled.
I was gonna. Yeah. Yes. Definitely. In a fight 1v1, probably until level 6, I'd put my money on Kled, but I think at level 6, Olaf will definitely win. And then later game, I think he just becomes so much more useful in team fights with the Ragnarok. Just run the Senna down.
Right, because a lot of what their comp wants to do is, massive AoE CC, lock you down, and, get that damage from the Kennen, allowing Senna to free hit. And Olaf doesn't care about that.
Right, he can just run right through it.
Yeah, another point is, like, the Veigar is super good against champions like Kled and Kennen. Because, one good cage, and it's impossible for you to enter the fight. You have to find a really good flank to get in on this
burn
team.
A flash, and even then, you're either in the middle of the cage or then you don't have another escape or something,
Right. So, one good thing is Kennen should have lane priority early against Sion. Should be able to push in and do things. But as that Sion stacks HP, eventually he's going to become impossible to deal with in top lane.
Definitely. Well, we saw that happen in the in last night's game with Velocity, actually, with the Maokai. So I'm
Woo, that was a tree.
That was a tough one. I think what happens is, actually, I'm not gonna. Let's I'll keep some trade secrets.
Right.
While we head into the 3-minute period.
Yep. And as this finishes up, we're gonna play a little video for you guys. When we come back, we will be in game. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with lose lane win game versus AED. All right, everyone, welcome back. We are in game now with lose lane win game and AED. Level 1, you got to think the Blitzcrank, it's almost a blasphemy not to go for some kind of invaded Blitzcrank, right?
Yeah. But seeing that they are on the bottom side, you usually like to see it come through on the kind of towards the Krugs coming from red side.
Right.
That's usually what I see it from. But yeah, they might just walk in and see if they can grab one of them. Ward down from Caitlyn. Probably just going to negate any of this. Unless there's a flash. Okay, interesting. Starting the sweeper gets that ward off. They're definitely looking for something here.
Yeah, they are backing on a ward right here. So AED does know it. A good job by Val up here in the top lane. Use Val. Walking in, getting a ward onto that blue buff also. So they have a little bit of extra vision early on in the game.
Oh, they are standing on a ward.
Feels bad.
Yeah, feels bad. Yep.
That's a big feels bad right there. Looks like they are going to stick around for the blue buff, though. Might have a little bit of a split map. Caitlyn just getting some free autos in here. Never mind. Abandoning ship at 125 feels pretty bad. You are going to give Caitlyn and Morgana some time in that lane as it's delayed walking over here to get the leash for Kled. Meanwhile, Olaf almost done with his red already.
Big, I think I'm a few seconds behind you. What are you at right now?
I am at 145.
Yeah, I'm actually 12 seconds behind you, so...
Hit the double time, it'll catch you up.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Perfect.
Where you at now?
You could do that. I'm 2 minutes.
Perfect, that's where I am. We're together. Level 1 hook goes wide. Definitely not where you want to be as Blitzcrank being shoved in, because it's already hard enough to get these like early hooks, things like that. But when the minion wave gets stacked up on you, it's that much easier for Caitlyn and Morgana to play aggressively, stand behind the minions.
Yeah.
Lane's going about as we expect early though. Senna having to leash for the Kled late. Obviously going to get shoved in under this tower here. Caitlyn Morg pretty much going to shove any lane under the tower in this meta though right now, unless you're maybe Ashe.
Right.
Harassment in the top lane. As we expect from Kinnan, but Sion doesn't really care.
Pops that W and just walk on by, right?
Yeah, big man, big Sion. Kled is on top side now, Olaf to the bot side. Makes sense, because that's the two strong lanes, right? In the top, Kinnan should have the advantage, and the bot, Caitlyn should have the advantage. So you see junglers playing to their advantage lane. Meanwhile, mid lane, nice CS lead for Vygar, but no surprise also, it's a ranged into melee matchup. Ooh, Kled pretty low.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking at going to this game as a jungle main. I've really never seen the Kled pick. Yeah, he's going to have to back here.
Yeah, that stinks because now you would think you go for that scuttle there, but doesn't know where Olaf is, so always risky
so
when you're that low.
Back there.
Yeah. Olaf going for a little bit of an invade also. Olaf is insanely strong duelist early in the game also, but this Kled is going to have a longsword. Like he is going to have another item, but choosing just to go towards the top.
And he also has Hail Blades, so actually I might, even though he's a level down, they're not going to skirmish, but...
Black Shield for the knockup, though. Take the worst end of that trade onto the Blitzcrank. Senna running low on mana also. They are pinging out the Olaf. They do know he's there.
They might make a move on him.
Oh, this... Oh, nice hook. Gets the flash.
Good flash, yep. He had to. That would have been death.
Oh, yeah. Kled in the top lane going for something?
Oh, this is definitely looking good for Kled. Oh, that's a flash coming out from Val.
Very good timing there by Kled to show up there. Says, hey, I know Olaf's spot. I can play as aggressively as I want to here.
Skirmish in the mid lane as Kled is going to start walking up, but
whoa,
starting really too early on the Galio. Flashing within. Cage comes out, the stun.
Oh, so
he's not gonna
close.
Get it. Both teams could have gotten first blood right there, but...
Well, this is so bad for Val in top lane. He's so low with this wave crashing.
Yeah, he can't back. He might just...
Does have Olaf in the area, but very hard to gank Kinnan.
Movement speed and the stuns. Yeah, that was looking very low. And Olaf is walking away, so he might be backing. Might not get the level up just for the extra health.
This harassment from Kennen is unending, but Sion is doing a pretty good job. Got more of that CS under tower than I think he probably should have been able to, but Kennen does have to worry about Olaf in the area.
Yeah, and with the corrupting pot, he can kind of soak up some of the damage and heal back.
Good point. Good point. Well, small CS leads around the map, not too huge of a difference. Jungle has a little bit of a gold difference. Olaf has been power farming. Kled went for the back-to-back ganks, so obviously has some camps to take.
It's also just such a weak clear path for Kled.
What is the Kled path? Oh, level 6 in top lane, going for the ult here.
W soaking up most of the damage from the Scion, dodges the Q. Should just be able to walk away here. Yep.
This is pretty dangerous for Kennen if Sion tips 6 here.
Right. And kind of dangerous for if there's a TP fight, because now he just does not have his big team fighting move.
Exactly. Okay, I see the sit. Kennen is out of it. Yep. Okay, peace. I'm done with this.
Galio clearing vision. Might get collapsed on by the Olaf and Veigar here. Nope.
You know what the best thing to happen in this game so far is?
What?
It's a Cloud Drake, which means it can't be a Cloud Soul.
What do you mean?
Now we won't get a boring soul. We're gonna get a high impact soul.
That's true.
There's gonna be. It's not gonna be like they're stacking dragons. Cloud Soul. All right. Well, it's good on like this one champion.
Yeah. Honestly, you know. Actually, before I say that, I'm gonna do some casting. Yep. looking like Kled is gonna be too low for the steal here, and it's just gonna go straight over to blue side or red side. Sorry. AED. Yeah, as I was saying, sorry. Cloud Soul is really only good on like fiddlesticks and maybe like I don't know.
Vlad and Aatrox.
Yeah, Vlad or something. Even Aatrox, like you get the movement speed anyways. So.
Yeah, it's true. One thing here, you know, that's actually, you know, a lot of people say, you know, you're giving up a dragon to lose lane win game, but you are against Kate Morgana in bot lane. It's okay to give up one Cloud Drake.
You can't really do anything in that position. You're pushed into your tower, not much room to breathe, and your jungler's low, so there's no way for a steal to go through. Still 0-0 in this game, also. Yeah,
this might be the longest you've had without a first blood in a game I've casted so far. I need that statistic. We have a lot of statistics. I don't have that one.
Hopefully our boy Hero can hook us up next week.
He's going to. I believe in him. I do have the app now for the tournament code, so.
Okay, perfect.
So it's gonna be wild.
Yep.
Oh, early swap top. Now we do see this from some teams, right? So the next objective on the map is the Rift Herald. So a lot of teams, once they get that first dragon, they're gonna swap their bot lane to top, try and get this priority and go into a quick Rift Herald. Kennen doesn't have TP also, and Sion does, so this is a really bad situation for lose lane win game. They may have to opt in to just letting the Rift Herald go by the wayside.
That's going to be 2 objectives to them, and Sion is actually surprisingly tanky. I'm actually...
Yeah, I did just some Merc treads.
Yeah, just Merc treads, just eating all the damage.
To be fair, it is, you know, Tier Senna. She's not exactly ripping the world down yet, but... you know, they say if you get 2 plates here in the bottom lane, it should be even to a Rift Herald, but that doesn't really work when your bot lane's also getting stuff in top lane, right?
Setting up for a gank. Feed from Kennen. Has the ultimate, locks him down. Stun comes out, Morgana using ultimate. Galio also following up with the ultimate. First blood goes over to the Kennen, and the stun and the taunt going onto the Caitlyn, flashing out. Sion ultimate, Q knockup, and Val's gonna take a kill, going over to the ultimate Ragnarok coming out from Olaf. Looking for more. The Kled is remounted and looks like, wow, he's going back in. So much casting to do. Another kill goes onto Shadow Enigma.
This is a mess.
This is it. This is a mess. 2-2. And my screen is frozen.
Are they gonna dive them?
I can't tell. I'm behind.
I got you. Yeah, Sion flashes under the tower. That's 2 tower shots, but he goes down to the tower to execute.
Okay,
oh my gosh.
He gets a plate though. That was super worth there.
What a mess in top lane.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, one thing to note in that too, the Rift Herald never got taken. Olaf had to stop doing it to come fight in top lane. And so this bot lane just pushed the entire time. And now you have Kate rotating back to the bot lane.
Yeah, Sion 2-1. Olaf 1-0. In the Caitlyn Morgana bot lane, 0-2 and 3.
Oh,
3 kills
my
on the side of
goodness.
I almost said AOE. AED and 2
AOE.
kills on the side for LLWG.
LL Cool J.
LL Cool J. Yeah, they're absolutely annihilating this turret.
Yeah, that's so good for Senna. Like, to be away from the Caitlyn for so much time. And they came out of that with only a 300 gold deficit. Well, 500 now that this wave's getting cleared off, but that's not bad. You know, kill onto the Kinnan, kill onto the Kled. Whoa!
Sorry, I'm still trying to catch up. Something,
You are just fine. A little bit of engagement on the bot lane there. It looked so good for lose lane win game, but after the Morgana goes down, Caitlyn really showing the strength, barely getting out of the Blitzcrank, ends up being a 1-for-1. Looks like there's also a scrap up around this Rift Herald. A little bit here. Scion walking in. Kled is going to pull in the Scion, taking a lot of damage. Galio gets the taunt, but only onto the Scion. Kled does have the remount. There's the Kinnan. Lots of damage onto the Olaf and the Scion. Extremely low, but the Vygar presses the fun button and deletes the Kled. Still scrapping around here. There is no Vygar ult anymore, but there is a wall. Galio gets caught in that wall and immediately bursted down by the damage from Vygar and Olaf. Kinnan forced to run away. A little bit of over-aggression there from LLWG. God, Kinnan is an annoying champion. Were you able to catch up, Saul?
I'm running into some technical difficulties. As you're casting this, I'm kind of going back and watching. What happens is it keeps getting caught on the minute marks, so I'll stop at like 12 minutes, and then I would have a stop at 12 minutes and 30 seconds, and then 13 minutes. So I might have to do a switch comp here just to spectate the game.
Okay.
What are you at right now?
I am at 12:23.
Actually, I'm at 12:24 right now. So, maybe I didn't.
We'll see.
We'll see. I'll
We
pull it
will
up.
see. We'll see what happens. Rift Herald, in the meantime, going down to lose lane win game. They're trading that for one dragon. We see some teams do this, right? Some teams opt into saying, you know what, we're not going to contest the first 2 dragons. We want to get a gold lead. We'll get the Rift Heralds. The problem is, AED has the gold lead, right? They already have the lead. So right now, lose lane win game's trying to get whatever they can to trade. They obviously can't take a 5v5 fight with how strong the Vygar is now. So they're going to try and get the Rift Herald, get some of this gold on the map here, and then hopefully get enough to get their Kinnan and Galio fully online for a team fight. Yeah, Velocity does play immediately after, I believe. 9 o'clock game?
Yep, that's going to be a 9 o'clock game.
9 o'clock game. Riftfeld is summoned in bot lane pretty far back. But Galio is here for a dive. Can you see this one, Saul?
I cannot. I'm still trying to figure out some technical issues.
Okay, Galio going for the ult under the tower. The Vygar almost immediately bursts out. Does go down to the Senna, but Galio was taking tower that entire time, so goes down. Caitlyn ult also over on the side on the Kled, but does manage to get away. Caitlyn below half here. Kinnan and the Scion in top lane, not rotating down for this. They do end up getting the tower off the Rift Herald. That's a pretty good trade for lose lane win game. It's a 1-for-1 plus the tower. Not a huge investment either. Vygar did use the teleport there though, which is important because Galio will have his teleport back up faster.
All right, I'm going to be loading in the next couple seconds on my other computer. So
You got it. Oh yeah, LCS is on right now.
who's playing?
Dig C9, I believe.
So bottom the top.
Yeah, but you know, C9, 2 and 5 in the last 7.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's Dig C9, and then I can't remember his second game. There's somebody good. I know that. Ken in a little bit of a weird spot here, trying to just be a traffic cone to Scion who's walking by. Caitlyn now on the IE, and Zerk's very strong. Manamune finished, and a Phage for the Senna. Pretty good spot here. Olaf and Scion very strong now, which is an issue because there's not a lot of... Senna's not yet in an extremely strong position. So right now it's very hard for Ken and Galio to kill this Scion and Olaf, right?
Right.
So team fights right now are not going to be very fun. They're still waiting on, you know, Senna to ramp up here to get items, things like that. And they've done a good job not bleeding out an enormous amount of gold. But the worry is dragons, right? It is an Infernal Soul, which is not very fun against an Olaf, Veigar, Kate, Morgana comp. Not very fun. Yeah, if you want to swap roles here, do a switcheroo.
Yeah, the technical issues have not resolved themselves, so that probably is looking like the best course of action.
I got you. Luckily, we're both Swiss Army knives of League, so we can swap it around at any time.
So yeah, looking at the build that Sion is going right here with the Abyssal Mask, definitely going to negate some damage from the Galio, who just built a proto belt. So, are you? He has Aftershock. So, are we thinking that he might go tank here or full AP?
I'm thinking both. Maybe both. Yeah. A little bit of a fight here actually. As Olaf going in on the Kled. Kled was the one who popped the ult to engage right there, but there's 4 people there, Kled. I don't know if that's the fight you want. Wow. That was that got really hypey and then died immediately.
Yeah, that was kind of just runs into that root there, and there's no follow-up from the Galio, and just gets hit with the easy button from Veigar.
A little bit of a... Oh no, Blitzcrank. Oh no, baby, what is you doing? The call's coming from inside the cage.
Not optimal.
Suboptimal play. This is like the unfun part of being Senna right now, is where you're like, I want to help you, but I really need souls, and I really don't want to fight right now.
Yeah, you kind of just have to be scaling up and looking to just free farm at this point.
Yeah.
Dragon coming up in
about 20
seconds.
Yeah, like pretty soon, 20 seconds. AED has done a really good job of punishing advantages in this game. You know, they cracked the mid there, they get a good base off, they're going to be back on the map. They could have... Okay, I'm going to pull the coach side here and say, you could have backed a little bit earlier and gotten better control of vision, but lose lane win game did not punish much. Sion is able to clear this pink out here, and Senna can't walk in here, realistically. You know, can't really punish the Sion right now. The Sion is massive. Adaptive helm finished.
Yeah, 2-1 here on the Sion, 3-0 on the Olaf. Really strong jungle lead. The Kled pick, haven't seen it. I just don't know if I don't know if that's the move there.
Can he deliver the Galio? That's going to be the question here, right? Oh, a flash in from Blitzcrank. Already the passive is popped on Kled. Pretty good ult from Kid in here. Galio coming in on top, but they all flash out. They're extremely low here. Down goes the Senna immediately to Caitlyn. Morgana flashing in. Does get a great ult off, and the Zhonya's. It looks so good for lose lane win game, but AED is just cleaning this up. This could be a 5-for-0 fight as Blitzcrank desperately running for his life in the bot lane. I don't think he's getting away from this one, and there it is, a 5-for-0 plus the dragon for AED.
And you know, going back to what I said pre-game, I expected the lane stomp from the AD bot lane, but this is a little bit nuts. It's looking like the what was it, the 30-0 Anion game that we were watching earlier.
Oh no.
It was.
Speaking of, Anion versus Sister Kissers tonight. 9:30. So
it's gonna be
if Velocity smashes, you know, AED in 30 minutes, you can come right on over and watch the Anion game.
Yeah.
You got a job to do, so.
I got a job to do.
You got a job to do.
The viewers are expecting. I gotta pull through.
All right, and you're watching this. Are you afraid now of AED watching this game?
As much as I am, I definitely have confidence in my boy Boss Turtle in the bot lane and Boss Guy CT, the loyal duo. I think they should be able to pull through. I think we need to, if we work on our draft and get a very good comp, we can definitely smash that game. It's gonna be close though. It's gonna be a nice, close late game.
No more Jin funnel comp. I'm giving you a hard time.
No,
Oh, a little bit Blitz missing the hook here. This Caitlyn hurts a lot. She's on 2 BF items now. Like, she is crushing. Sion gonna be pushing out that bot lane. This is a tough situation to be in. You really do need to get, and you can kind of tell the gold difference in the last fight because Kitten got an insane ult off, but people were just barely able to live through it, right?
Right.
There is Black Cleaver now finished on Senna, so that's good. A little bit more damage now. Whew,
A
Caitlyn.
bonus tankiness as well, just to survive the initial engage if they ever choose to do so.
Yeah. Not. Oh, the backwards ult from Senna.
Interesting.
I didn't even have to. Oh, hooking the Olaf. He's like, thank you for the delivery into the team fight. That's another free kill under the Blitzcrank. And Kinnan, your base is the other way, buddy. A bit of a chase here from AED trying to track them down. Wanting the kills. Oh no, Kinnan wanted that Q. Gets punished for us. Caitlyn picks up another kill. And meanwhile, Sion's been pushing bot lane.
Just growing that tankiness stats with an Abyssal Mask and already looking for a Sunfire Cape. 150 gold bounty on his head.
Yeah, looking at a 8, soon to be 9k gold lead here when the Baron goes down. No real chance of contesting your lose late with the game. You know, they don't really have. I kind of see. Oh well, Kled says forget that. I'm doing it anyways. Nice dodge on Alter. Isn't it for when getting some down? Oh, Galio's here. That's Caitlyn dead. They're actually kind of low here. Olaf there, but it's only Galio left. TB from Sion shows up, says, I'm here, guys. What were you doing? Goes to farm top lane. I will say shutdown on Kate, probably good. You do lose 2, and there's a little bit of time on the map here before AED can realistically get pressure on something. So not the worst play ever, right? You're hoping there's somebody, you know, low around there you can pick off. Yeah, the balance button from Vigar. This feels bad. This Sion is huge.
Yeah. Yeah, score might not reflect it, but just looking at the sheer mass of his items and
His sheer mass.
Yeah, his sheer mass. Literally just the character size.
Look at him. He's the bouncer in the club. You're not getting in. You're not getting to Caitlyn. Yeah. He's checking IDs right now.
Checking IDs, knocking people to the floor, left and right.
We'll get a check on that, whichever stream ID it is. We'll throw up an announcement for you guys on where the Velocity game's getting streamed at.
Dragon coming up in a few seconds, it should be. That's sole point for AED. If they can secure this is a big dragon. Oh yeah, forcing the flash out of Blitz already also. It takes a lot of the aggressive ability to get a flash hook, anything like that. Much harder. And good job dropping the Rift in mid. They're going to make you choose, right? There's the train tracks. You got to pull the lever, lose your base, or lose the dragon. Kled flashing in, but that dragon's not low yet. That's always a feel bad.
Shut down. Oh, Olaf hooked over the wall. Flashes right back in. All right, and that is the Soul. Kennen in a not great spot. Oh, well, we all know if you've played against Caitlyn, Zhonyaing near her is never fun.
That's correct.
That's going to be a free kill there. AED in complete control of this game right now.
Yeah, looking at Group A right now, it's a lot of smashes, and the only close game that we've seen was between, what was it, lose lane win game, and who was it last night?
I think it was Joe Esports.
No,
no. Joe stomped there. Joe stomped there. Good. Wait, that was you guys.
Yes, that was
my bad. I'm not flaming you.
Yeah, I mean, we did get stomped. So.
Wait, Joe Esports has looked really good.
Yeah, I'm definitely surprised by I mean, I guess I didn't really have any expectations, but...
Oh, forcing an engage mid with the Kled. Onto the Sion and the Vigar. Not really sure about the Sion part. Look at this Sion! Not just tanking, but also smashing the Kled. Ult coming out from bot lane, but they're getting cleaned up down here by the bot lane of AD and the Olaf. Meanwhile, flash forward. Caitlyn ult coming out. They're gonna look at the Sion, allowing the Caitlyn to get it. I believe that is more than likely going to be the game. 14k lead.
What was that? 25 to 5?
26 to 5.
26 to 5.
25-minute game. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to power rank Group A, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But you have we'll get another idea tonight when you guys play AED of, you know, exactly what the power levels are of those teams. You know, you versus them.
Yeah. And it's definitely going to be interesting looking
That's
at
game.
the rest of Group B. Yep. GG's all red and blue side is good games.
Good game for sure. AED coming out very strong. That's their first game of the tournament so far.
Definitely not their first game ever.
No,
Looked like they
definitely
had
not their first game ever.
Pretty darn good synergy.
Yeah, a little bit of lose lane, lose game there. Sorry, guys. Good games there. And if you want to see more AED tonight versus Velocity at 9, we'll get an announcement out of the stream where it's going to be streamed at. I'm getting on that right now. Yeah, congratulations, AED.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. That wraps up also week 1 for lose lane, win game. 0-2 start, but not a huge deal. You know, it's 5-week season, 10 games. You could very easily 8-2. I think probably in a league where 3 teams get out of a 6-man group, even something like a 5-5 potentially gets you out of group. So, you know, just 1 week, plenty of time to go. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll be back live in about 30 minutes for Anion versus Sister Kissers on this channel. So we'll see you then.